Hi everyone, it's Devansh. Welcome to the next session, session number 4 on Jira. And in this session, we'll be covering how to manage a project through Kanban, or basically how to manage project on Jira using the Kanban template. Let's move forward. So till now we have completed Scrum in 3 sessions, and for Kanban, let's say we are going to manage a project on Kanban. So we have to create the project first. Let's click on this, create project. Project name is, we are just going to use a similar kind of pattern that we use in Scrum. Project 4 before keys before, and change the template over here and click Kanban, connect work across two. We don't want to connect right now. Click on create, and boom, we have a slightly different kind of board. If you remember, in Scrum we had 3 columns: to do, in progress, done. Here we have 4 columns: backlog. We don't have to do. We have selected for development, in progress, done. Okay. Now let us go. We can actually go to project settings. I'm just taking you there. We have already covered this in the Scrum. So here are things that you see. Pretty similar that was there in the Scrum. Save detail or cancel. We didn't make any changes. Let's move forward. Role. Type the email address xyz@xyz.com and assign him a role. Admin, developer, service tax, customer, depends upon you. We are using a free version and I don't have anyone in my team, so I don't have this option enabled, add people, but it is as simple as you just click on it, add people, and type the name, or you'll actually see the list. You can actually pick the people from the list, or if it is a long list with hundreds of people, and how will you search? So just type XYZ, it will show you the name XYZ something. Okay. Issue type. So these are the issue types. We can actually edit the layout. Right? How many do we want? We can make the changes over here. I'm not getting it, and I don't suggest you to change this because after a lot of research, they have created these issue types. And these are the standard things. 99% of the case, you'll actually be using it. Okay, so that is why I had not captured things which we will not use even in the Scrum. I'm not going to do that even in the Kanban. So my intention was to show you that once you gain the expertise, and if you want to change your project setting, you can go right here, exactly the similar way that we had done in Scrum. Okay. Now I can create an issue over here. I can go to the board setting. This is the board. When you create a project, every project by default creates a board. And if I click here, it takes the board setting. Just so I click here. Let's go to board setting. General. I can change few general board settings over here. Hide completed issues older than 2 weeks. Okay. I don't want Jira to hide the issues which are older than 2 weeks because I think there will be some issue which will run for a month. So I change my setting over here. And then I go to columns. Now in columns, just like Scrum, I have constant. In Scrum by default, there is no constant, but in Kanban, it is based on basically moving issues from one stage to another stage. So by default, we have issue count as a constant, and we can define. I can write the number of issues I want it to be here. Right? And then I can, okay, so auto save. Swim lane, we have already discovered, or we have already discussed how to create a swim lane on the basis of epics. Okay. Group issues under their epic. Issues not assigned to an epic will be shown in their own group at the bottom. Epics with no issue on the board will not be shown. So let it be epic, just for the demo purpose. Card color. Let's say I want to create a card color on the basis of issue type. I am not creating an issue, so it's not showing anything. Working days, we discussed 5. I want to create Saturday also. Now add the date 25th December for holiday or whichever holiday you want to select. Roadmap, we have already discussed this in the Kanban, sorry, in the Scrum. I'm not going to cover it again in Kanban. It is exactly the same concept. So if you have not seen my previous video, just watching to that. Right now we are in the 4th session. You want to check session number 2. Okay. Now let's go back to board. If you see the board, we have backlog, selected for development, in progress, and done. Now let's create some issue. Let me create an epic first, and I name it epic 1, name, and epic 1 summary, and epic 1 description. Assign automatically. You need to click on this and assign appropriately to the person who is responsible to work. Create. Okay. Where it's gone. We'll come to that. Let's create a story. I'll show you where it's gone and how it is different from Scrum. Story 1 summary and story 1 description. Assign it under the epic, this one. Create. Okay. Now I'm going to create epic 2 because I want to show you the sibling. Spice name and summary. And I need to create story 2 and story 2 option. Assign it under assign it low. Assign it under epic name 2. Let's create one more story. Story 3. The description. And I'm going to put that story 3 under low. And epic will be the first one. Create. Now, if you remember, we had created our swim lane on the basis of epic. That's why epic 2 is showing here, epic 1 is showing here. Let's go to the board setting, go to swim lane, and change it to none. And then go back to board. And you see, it is no more. There's no swim lane. It's all under one each other, right? One under another. I go back to board setting. I say back, assign it on the basis of epic, assign on the basis of students. Now, assign it by epic. Back to board. Now you see, epic 2, epic 1 is 2 story, epic 2 is 1 story. Now you see, I need to see my backlog. Backlog is right here. Backlog I see right here because, but if you remember in the Scrum, we had our backlog right over here. Under roadmap, we had our backlog. If I want a similar kind of thing, just for the ease of doing thing, how do I do it? How do I change it? I go back to board settings, column, and I hold this backlog and I drop it under here. Didn't work. Why it's not working? Maybe I've already added the story because of that. Go back to board. Didn't work right. Go back to settings. 5 issues. It shows 5 issues. Drag a status here to enable. That's what I'm doing. Is I think I did a mistake, guys. I should have changed the column before putting my before adding. I drag it here. Okay, it's not working. Oof, that's a disaster. Okay, never mind. Should I go back to board and delete my stories? Delete. Delete. Why? Now you learn how to delete. Epic one. Now let's go back to both settings. I'm sure there. Okay, in the meantime, let me show you another thing. We'll come back to this. Apart from this, gone. Okay. There's nothing right now. There's literally nothing. We have a clean slate like the way we started. Now let's go back to the both settings. And I don't know why it shouldn't do issues over here. Let me drag and drop stuff. Working. It's not working. Okay. Back to board. We have 4 columns. Selected for development, in progress, done. Just concentrate on these 3. Selected for development, in progress, done. Go back to board settings. I want to change the name selected for development to just to be consistent. Okay. Now go back to board. You see it says to do, in progress, done. Okay. Now in my project, we don't have anything in. I don't want anything in progress. I just want to do and done. Okay. How do I get rid of this? Go to the board setting. In progress, just drag it or just click it, delete. Like the way we did in Scrum. I think for some reason this drag is not working today. And something is not working, don't challenge your capabilities. Some just Jira has a lot of bugs. Back to board. You see to do and done. We got rid of that in progress. Okay. Now let's go back to board setting and let's apply a similar kind of concept. Let's click on delete. Does it come here? What the hell? It just poof, gone, it's gone. Go back to board. No, we lost our go back to board setting. Usually what I was trying to show you, I'm just trying to show you a very simple thing. If we could have dragged and dropped it here, our backlog thing here, the backlog would have appeared over here on the roadmap, just like the way it was in Scrum. Okay. Somehow I just dragged and dropped it over here. Now it is working. I don't know why it was not working directly from here. It should, but by default should. So now when I drag and drop it here, you see this backlog option has come over here, right? Now let's go back to the board. Now we have only two columns over here, to do and done. And our backlog, just like our Scrum board, it's right here. And we have Epic 1 summary here, and we have Epic 2 summary here. But under Epic, we don't have any story. So let's create a story. Story and summary, I'm just going to create. Oh, the problem is I need to assign it to, let me assign 5 minutes, click on check, and Epic link. I'm going to assign it to Epic 1, this, okay? And then I'm going to create another story. Story 2. And I'm going to assign it to 2. Now, we have roadmap like Epic 1, expand it. Under Epic 1, we have story 1. Under Epic 2, we have story 2. Go back to backlog. So I can drag Epic 1, and Epic 2, we have story 2. Close it. Okay. Now, if you see, we don't have this option of run the sprint, right? Because in Scrum you run the sprint, in Kanban you don't run the sprint. You do and done. You did, like, you do it on daily basis. Now here, there are no issues on the board, because if you go to the Kanban board, there's absolutely no issue. There's nothing in to do. Everything is in the backlog. So I need to assign. Just like Scrum, when we were creating the sprint log, we were just dragging and dropping. Same, we need to drag and drop right over here. Now, 4 things are here, 4 story or 4 issues are right here. If I go to Kanban board, I see it right here, Epic 1 and Epic 2, because we created our swim lane. We created our swim lane by Epic. If we had none, go back to board. You see now it is not clubbed. Okay, I don't want to club it for Kanban. It's not required. Now this is my board. When it is done, I drag and drop it right here, or I click on it and I change selected for development. I mark it done. Okay. So that is how we create a Kanban board. All right, guys. See you in the next session where we will cover how to create the reports. Thank you. Signing off.